Okay, so doing another update video. I got a couple people who are asking me where my next video was. Um, so I just thought I'd kind of give you guys a little recap on what's going on with me and with my girls um, and our lives that have completely flipped upside down since I moved into the hospital. So, like I said, just a little update. I'm currently 26 weeks pregnant. I moved in here when I was 23 weeks pregnant. Um, and some symptoms I'm having are getting heavier. It's harder to walk. I'm getting bigger, and I'm getting a lot more tired. So even though I'm not having to run after my sweet little toddler, um, I had some struggles this week with energy levels and food intake to a degree that I was uncomfortable with. So we did also go ahead and do my glucose test, and we tested my iron. So my iron levels are low. And so, excuse me, I'm supplementing for that to help me get some energy back, breathe a little bit more normally. So glucose, we're not really sure. I'm a little on the edge there of having my glucose being too high. So I'll talk to the OB tomorrow and figure that out. But anyways, so that's me. I'm doing great. I'm still walking about, not on bed rest. Thank you, Lord. It's my goal to not get on bed rest while I'm here. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about the girls. So while I'm here in the hospital, I get monitored twice a day. They do fetal monitoring. They put these sensors on my belly and look for Ruby and Daisy's heartbeats. And then once we find them, we monitor their heartbeats and to make sure everything's normal and that they're doing fine. So that's the main thing they use to indicate whether or not things are going okay inside my tummy or not, is their heartbeats. So if their heart rates drop dramatically often, then we kind of have a problem. So currently, these two girls are happy campers. So every time I get monitored, they're super happy in there. Their charts look really great. They're kind of overachieving, actually. So I'm really excited about that. And another thing I have found out with this monitoring is you kind of get to know their personalities a little bit. So Ruby is the first baby that's going to come out. And so she's on the lower part of my stomach. And she's kind of cramped in a corner. So she's like stuck pretty low in my belly. So she's always super easy to find. We find her heart rate, and she's just kind of a steady Eddie. Her heart rate could get a little bit high, but she's pretty consistent and always stays on the whole time. She's just a good little girl. And then my Daisy, she's at the top of my belly. She's closer to my belly button a lot of times. She's a little stinker. She does not want to be monitored. She is hard to find. It's hard to find her heartbeat. We think a lot of times she's either in front of Ruby or obviously on top of Ruby. And so a lot of times we're picking up Ruby's heartbeat twice, and because we can't find Daisy, because she's like, every time we think we find her, she moves, and then we get her on. She'll stay on for a few minutes, and then she wants to hop off. And so she kind of likes to do her own thing, and it's actually really funny. So as far as movement goes, I'm feeling them move a lot. I usually only feel them move together. So, and I think it's probably because they're kicking each other or they're punching each other or something, because I'll feel Ruby move, and then a second later I feel Daisy move. I don't quite know who's who yet, but when one starts moving, then I'll feel a ton of movement consecutively for a few minutes. So I'm like, not one baby can be moving that much. That's a lot. So I'm guessing they're just, I don't know, punching each other or something. So anyway, that's kind of the pregnancy so far. It's going really good. I feel really blessed. So kind of my day to day. So like I said, I've been here 3 weeks, so I've kind of really settled in. Every day is actually different. I just try to make a list of things I'm gonna do during the day. So I wake up and just there's kind of a checklist that I have to get done, and then in the afternoon I do more of just fun activities or things I want to do, things that are relaxing or that I enjoy. And so the morning part is more of like eating, getting my monitoring done, taking my vitamins, going for a walk, exercising. I do my Bible reading and my journaling. Just try to have lots of self-reflection time, and I don't know, things that I think are important to reflect on while I'm here. And just remembering to be grateful, for everyone in my life, and things like that. So, and then in the afternoon, I'm playing Kirby right now. It's a new Kirby game that came out on the Switch, and it's so fun. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. So, and I never used to do that in my other life. I never made time for playing video games, so it's pretty fun. And kind of a big thing is I'm trying to come up with I'm kind of reconnecting with my French roots. Again, I say roots, I'm not French, but I mean, if you know me, all of you know how important French language, French culture is to me. And so I've kind of reconnected with some of that. Again, I've got some things brewing in my brain about how to maybe start speaking it again, especially with Paul, my son, and then obviously when Ruby and Daisy come, just making it more of a priority again, and remembering that just because I stopped and let it all fall by the wayside, I can still pick it back up again. And just thoughts about the future, getting excited about going back to our community, where we live, and making friends, and just kind of dreaming about what life might be like with 3 kids once it all is over. So I think about that. So it's been fun kind of doing some French stuff again, YouTube videos, refreshing my memory, doing a lot of listening to the language and the culture, and it's just kind of I don't know, I'm enjoying it right now. So that's kind of my biggest thing I've come up with recently. All of this to say, I'm also on maternity leave, so I have lots of free time right now to do all these things. So I'm not currently working, I'm on leave. So to fill my day, this is kind of how I'm filling my day. So some other things I wanted to talk about were how my family is. So they're doing pretty well. There's a lot on Ben's shoulders right now, which is hard, but gosh, he's just Superman. So he's doing it. He's just buckled down. Really just been amazing through this whole thing. And so I know he's got a lot going on, but he's, like I said, he's just been so amazing, and he's just kind of getting through it right now. And then my son Paul, who's 2, he's doing really good too, actually. He's started to protest, though, whenever it's time to leave. He doesn't like leaving me here. He thinks I should come with him. I should come home with him. He doesn't know why, I stay here. So I just try to deter him, distract him, and, keep it light, and, tell him he needs to take care of Daddy, and he's got to go take care of the dog. And so I'll see him tomorrow. And then he kind of, it seems to be enough for him. He's like, okay, Mom, yeah, I'll do that. So, but for the most part, Paul's been a really pretty happy-go-lucky kid. So, I think sometimes I get sad that I'm missing out, on the day-to-day, and, but I know it's temporary and it's not that long. So I just have this feeling, though, that when I get back home, I'm gonna really make up for lost time. So I just will want to snuggle with him, and I want to make him lunch and dress him and give him a bath when I recover. So yeah, I miss doing a lot of those things. I'm ready to, of course, once I have these girls, I'm gonna be inundated with taking care of children and feeding everyone, and so I'm trying to be grateful for, the time I have now, where I don't have to do that, but it is a joy that I miss. So I did kind of have a little bit of a moment. I'm just trying to be transparent. That it's not all happy, but for the most part, I would say I'm in pretty good spirits, despite the situation. But I think it was a week ago, and maybe that's why I didn't film. I'm not really sure, but I just kind of got in my head a little bit about the girls and being concerned that they would be okay and that they would make it. And I still have those thoughts that they may not make it to 34 weeks gestation. But last week I really let it get to me and just kept getting really scared that, I don't know, they would come too early. And I think because on the monitor they were showing a couple of concerning signs, but they bounced back and they were fine. But it got me a little bit nervous. And so I think last week I just kind of struggled a little bit with, trusting the Lord that He's got it and He's keeping them safe. And gosh, if they come tomorrow, we'll figure it out. They can live, even though I'm 26 weeks. It'd just be really scary. So, that's probably some of the bumps I've had is just dealing with the mental game that the girls are okay and I'm in the right place. If their cords get wrapped around or squished or, cutting off any oxygen supply or anything like that, I'm in the right place, and that's what I'm here for. So I think knowing that that's what I'm here for, sometimes it makes me scared that it's going to happen, that they're going to, every time I get on the monitor, something's going to go wrong or look wrong. And I get a little bit scared sometimes, but I feel like maybe that's normal. So anyway, that's my little update. I hope this is what we're doing here. So this is my life. But anyway, so I'm just hanging out. Y'all think of me, and like I said, I've had tons of support. I've had family come see me. I've seen lots of people come visit me, and it just makes my day when I get that one human interaction. I kind of perk up for a little bit, and it kind of gets me through the day knowing that somebody came out, drove out to see me or bring me food, because that's an interesting thing right now is food. Getting food around here is so strange. But so that's just been really great. So keep visiting me. I love it. I love seeing my friends and family because I can't leave this place. So anyway, but I'm doing great. Everybody's doing great. I'll see about posting next week, or maybe I'll just wait 2 weeks. Who knows? But just know we're all doing good here, and see you guys later.